Hey everybody, it's Katerichbourg, and you guys know where I am, right? I've been here all week. I'm live from the Tucson gem shows. Hi you guys. Hi Krista. Hi. Oh, it's great to see everybody. Oh, yesterday, good morning. Good morning, Mama. There's my mom jumped on. Everybody's here. Awesome. There's Lee. Awesome. Donna. Happy birthday, Donna. I saw it was your birthday on Facebook. Happiest of birthdays to you. So hey, you guys. Sorry I didn't pop in yesterday. I had a super full class. It was crazy. It was lots and lots of fun. But I have my last classes today, and I have a little time before we get started. So, as always, you're welcome, Donna. You're welcome. Many happy returns. So I have a little time this morning before I jump in, because my class is all ready to go, that I thought I'd share a couple of just a couple of cool techniques about texturing metal for you guys. You know, it's a tool that I really love to use, and I find that my students always don't know about it. Some do, but I think it'll be fun to share this with you. I'm in the Jewelry Tools booth. I'm going to flip this. You can see the sign. But I'm going to flip this camera. You can see all the tools that I've been spending time with this week. You can see all that cool stuff here. I've been in at the Jewelry Tools booth at the Jogs show. This is I want to point this out, this is a tool I'm actually going to be using today. It's a tool that was created by my friend Eugenia Chan, and it's a great 3-hole punch. And can you see how you can use big pieces of metal to punch holes in it? I'm going to actually be using that today in my cuff class. I'm pretty excited about it. And you can see also, see how she used it, there it is, in that cuff. So you can actually have a cuff that's, you know, cuff shaped, that's already been shaped, right? Pretty cool, right? So this is something that's kind of new in my jewelry world, so I'm going to be picking up one of those. But to get to the tools, oh, and I'll show you guys this while Emily's getting ready. We have all of the Lindstrom Pliers. The Lindstrom rep was here, and this is how the Lindstrom Pliers travel for shows, for the rep to kind of demo them. And look at all of the cutters. So I've been kind of playing around with each of these. You know, sometimes I don't get to see these all in person. I get to see them in the catalog, and you know, I've seen the ones that I used to carry in my store and things like that. But they're pretty cool. This one, I don't even know what this one's called, but I kind of want it. Let me grab it out here. I know, right? Tool heaven. Let me see if I can get this one out. Look at that flush cutter right there. Hey, Francesca. There's Francesca, my buddy. Look at that cool cutter right there. And let's take a look at just some of the other. Look at all of these are cutters, you guys. It's kind of like, I don't even know what to do. I swoon when I look at this. And you can see this was their little booth over here in the Jewelry Tools booth, the Lindstrom Pliers. So it looks like Emily might be ready for me. I'm going to come on over. You guys know Emily Miller. I'm going to come around this way. Emily hails from the Bay Area, as do I. And Emily also teaches at my studio. She's a very accomplished instructor. There's Miss Emily. And so you can find her classes also on my website at katerichbourg.com, as always. Links to her classes to sign up for them if you guys are in the Bay Area and want to take a fantastic class from Emily. But I'm gonna pan down here on the pliers that you're working with, and why don't you chat about what these pliers are and what they do?
You know, Kate, this is a kind of a unique plier set. I really like them. I like them for texturing. I like how easy they are to texture with.
I'm going to get right up close and personal with what you're doing.
These are called Dimpling pliers. And Dimpling pliers allow us to make texture really easily on metal. And this is the baby dimpler, which I really kind of heart. It allows me to make a little dots right around the edge. And I like it for bordering and for details. So it really makes a big difference on how that looks.
Let's turn that forward.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
So here's some bumps that they're coming out, and I can dimple either way. It does curve the metal a little bit when you're using it. So I have a a little star here I made earlier, and it's quite curved because I dimpled it evenly in every direction. And if I just use my nylon jawed hammer here on that nylon block, I can flatten it right out. So now it's a nice flat piece again.
I'm going to get right up close and personal with that. You guys, can you see how the little bumps are kind of pointing out they're convex? And if you turn it over, you can see that the bumps are concave. So either, you're getting lots of hearts here, Emily. People are loving this.
So baby dimpler was really also good for making the pilot hole for your drilling.
Oh, okay.
So it's real easy. You don't have to use a hammer and a center punch.
Let's see the tip of that plier right up next to that. There we go. Look at that tip, you guys. And it's real. The one thing that I've noticed when I use this dimpling plier, if you use a thin gauge metal, and I don't know if you've dealt with this, Emily, that you can sometimes punch through it.
Yeah, it's pretty easy with 26 gauge. So I take it kind of lightly. I'm not too firm a press, but I can really press right in here. Cool. And this one has the hook jaw. See that it will actually let me reach up over things that I've already done.
And it's pretty easy to see because the jaw is kind of tall. Right. So you can see where you're putting those. Cool.
But that's not all that dimpling pliers are available in. I've got some samples here that we've been working on the last couple of days. So dimpling pliers come in lots of different sizes. So that's baby dimpler. That's the smallest one. The next size is sort of a small. Comes in two styles. It comes in the regular straight jaw.
Let me get in there.
Yep.
Good. Got it.
Right. So I press real firm, and I get a dimple, a bump that raises up.
Isn't that cool?
And this is going to press in just very nicely and quite deep from the edge.
Right.
But a similar shape.
Yeah, I love that texture too. It's really nice.
Is also there's a hook small, and it allows me to reach up and over things that are already in place.
Oh, cool.
And make those dimples. So we could use this texture for enameling. We could use it on anything that we might have made that needs some texture.
Right. Just like a little, just a little bump out. It's really cool.
So then we can go to medium dimples, and that'll give us an even bigger dimple.
And let's take a look. Hold that plier open. I just want to see, see that dimple, you guys? That's the little dimple that bumps out, and then it goes right into that little cup to receive it. All right.
And I am using, this is a dead soft metal. You can always anneal your metal, of course, over and over again. So now my bumps are getting bigger.
Right. And this is 24 gauge you're using?
Actually, 26.
Oh, 26.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's pretty easy to dimple with. Right? And we can mix it up. You can have convex and concave right side by side.
Right.
And that's kind of fun.
And I find it really adds, like I was saying earlier when I was, before we came over and looked at these, I love to use these for edging. And a lot of times when I use them in class, my students are all, what the heck is that tool? It's been around for a little while. But for some reason, I don't think the dimple pliers get as much play sometimes.
I think you're right. And the final size is the giant. I know that our good friends would call that a big daddy right there.
Yeah,
right?
Fat daddy
Grandpa.
dimpler. Yeah.
Grandpa dimpler, right? And it's got a very long jaw. And this is a sizable, substantial tool.
Yeah, you can see. I'm going to pull back here so you guys can see as Emily's dimpling.
So I can make a whale of a dimple here.
Yeah.
So I'd also like to make this in silver and actually use my disc cutter to cut the disc out of here.
That'd be beautiful.
Already dimpled.
Yeah.
And then I could just solder that right onto something and have a raised bump.
Yeah.
So.
And I see, let's take a look at some of the up close and personal with this guy too.
Sure.
I love, you just made sheet stock, right?
Yeah, it's just a piece of sheet stock, and of course I started in the middle and worked my way closer and closer to the edge. And I did a little variety pack, so some raised, some recessed.
And look at how you fluted the edges of that.
Oh yeah, so another great thing that dimple pliers do for you, you can use the small and the medium size, is to actually work on the edge of something. So here's the medium one, and this is the red-handled one if you have doubts. Okay, and I can work right along the edge. Let me do just a couple here to kind of get it going, and then I'll pull away and show you what it looks like. Because it's very pretty, and it's super easy. And I got to say, it's kind of quiet, which is, hammering is not at all quiet.
Yeah, and look at that edge.
So I can use that dimple edge to give myself some more edge detail.
Yeah,
it's
it would be nice on a cuff.
Yeah, absolutely. So I did a little heart here.
Look at that heart.
And I started with the baby dimpler in making a border. You can kind of see it better maybe on the back. And then I used the Big Daddy one to
Yeah, it is lovely, Krista, isn't it?
bump
It's
this out
great.
a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
So you can do, I'm calling this rustic reposé, right?
Yeah, rustic reposé.
Because it's not perfect, but it's kind of in that feel. And then I did the fluting around the edge, all right, to give me just a little bit more detail. Still needs a hole. I did anneal it, and so I have this copper annealed patina using copper processes the torch process to help you out.
The question was, what was this? The question is, and I'll tell you, we're here at the gem show at the Tucson gem show at Jogs, and we're using the Dimpling pliers to create some texture on metals. Yeah, isn't it great?
So real fun, Kate. I'm having a great time playing around with it.
It's good.
I got a bunch of shapes here I'm going to be working with today.
And I love this one, Emily, that you... Oh, yeah, imagine it enameled. Wouldn't that be great?
Yes.
And some rustic enameling.
Yep, absolutely.
I love kind of this plaque that you've done. You could do some stamping on the interior of this, right? It would be really cool. We have it enameled.
I'm glad you said enameling, because I passed that over to my cohort, Eugenia, and she did a little... black and red enameling on here.
Yeah, and let's turn it over on the back so you can see the back of it.
So she did counter enamel, and there you can see my dimpled border, which helps me know where to put my big dimpler on the inside.
Yeah.
So I do like that border tool.
Yeah, Chris, that's it. I know, isn't it great? It's so fantastic. And if you watch my Periscope earlier in the week, you saw some enameling techniques there. This looks great. Well, let's get a final shot. I'm going to come around, you guys, so you can see the pliers in all their glory, just so you can see them here. And, you know, Jewelry Tools does carry them. You can hop onto jewelrytools.com online and grab them. But if you do have, like, a local bead store or a local, you know, jewelry supply company, they're just called Dimpling Pliers, and you should be able to find them. But there they are there.
Yeah, so we have the baby dimpler here with the hook jaw. Sort of small dimpler, which comes in two forms: a long jaw, long straight jaw, which would be great on the edges. And if you have to get past the edge, you can use the hook small. And that'll reach up and over things. Medium with the red handle, which is very useful, and that big grandpa.
The big dimpler. The giant dimpler.
Yep.
All right. Well, thanks, Em,
Thanks,
for
Kate.
doing that.
Go
I really
have a
appreciate
great class.
I'm going to have a great class. I am going to have a great class. I'm going to turn this around. And say, you guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed those Dimpling pliers. They were really cool. I really love working with them. I use them a lot in my work. And I'm going to use them today, actually, in my cuff class. It's going to be really fun. So, as always, you guys, you can find all things. Yeah, so I'm glad you asked about where the videos are saved. So you can find my videos. It will be saved up on my YouTube channel. Unfortunately, the internet here in Tucson, or where at least I'm staying, isn't super fast, so I haven't had a lot of luck with uploading. But when I get back to my studio, I have super fast Silicon Valley internet, so I'll be able to do that. But also, you can find them. I signed up for an account on Ketch. It's Ketch, KATCH.me, Catch Me. And if you go to the katerichbourg channel, you'll see I did about halfway through Tucson, so there's about 10 videos up there on Ketch that you can see, and those are just up there immediately, so you can find them. And then when they're up on the YouTube channel, I'll go ahead and post that and let everybody know. So you guys, I have one more day after this in Tucson, and I'm going to have a super, super special Periscope for you guys. It's going to be so interesting, and I'm so excited to do it. So you can find out more about that tomorrow when I'll let you guys know when I'm on. It'll be in the morning, Tucson time sometime. But as always, you can find everything jewelry related, Kate Richbourg related, on my website at katerichbourg.com. Links to all of my classes, my free education, my books, all that cool stuff. Thanks, Donna. You have a great birthday today. And you guys, thanks so much for watching. I'll try and pop in a little bit later since this is my last day at the Jog Show. Maybe show you some more beads or something cool like that. All right, as always, thanks so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.